Hello everybody, welcome back to Sketch Saturday. I know it's been technically 2 Saturdays since I've uploaded anything, but for those of you who have watched it, which if you haven't you should, Hindsight was a very, very intense undertaking. It took a lot of work, and it took a lot of nights of staying up way past when I should be in bed considering I'm working full time, and I think it turned out really, really well. This is most certainly one of my more intense sketches in the sense that I've put a lot of bit more, I wouldn't say effort because all of them take a lot of effort and I don't want to discount myself, but it took a lot of bit more planning, I'd say, and very careful consideration of the scene. And this is actually in the universe of my first sketch that I had done, first ever Sketch Saturday. Wow, so many videos ago. This is a surveyor who is a part of the same, I'd say, faction as the main subject, or the guy who had his back turned in the first one. There's a whole laundry list. I'll get into it in another video, but more or less this takes place in the fiction that I'm writing. And if you've played any of my Dungeons & Dragons campaigns, you know exactly where this is, and you understand the vibes that are going on here. Minus some supernatural elements, but it's certainly a bit heftier of a piece, very concept art like, hyper stylized and dramatic, the angles, the framing of it all. It's a very cool shot, I'd say. But to comment on Hindsight a little bit and to snake off of Sketch Saturday for a second, I cannot thank the support enough. Again, this channel is entirely a passion project. This is not something that I'm seeking to make money off of. This is just to get my voice out there and do the things that I love to do. I'm using copywritten music, so there's no chance of me monetizing anything. But to see such a response to the video and to hear as many accolades and even just comments of people recollecting. That's kind of what I was aiming for, so I guess I got the job done. But it really means a lot, and I made the video for the people who meant a lot to me. And again, for those of you who didn't make it in, understand that I wish I had my camera on whatever days that we've hung out, been together, conversations, anything like that. You know who you are, just like I said, and hopefully we'll see each other soon in the future. This is a very sensitive and I'd say kind of personal channel. It's not very much a kind of out there for everyone to digest. I'm sure that if you didn't know me, most of the content that I produce would be it wouldn't hit the same. So I'm glad that the people who are responding are my friends, and that's exactly who I was aiming for. And if you're not a friend, then welcome, and I hope that you enjoy everything that you're watching and absorbing. But I think that so far it's almost been a catharsis to put out a lot of these videos. And of course, with the current situation at hand in the world, we have to find our outlets and we have to find our different ways to let off stress, or even just to get out something that might have been on our chest. And of course, I'm homesick. But I think Hindsight commented on that pretty well. What's going on in front of you now is probably the heaviest shading I've done in a very long time. And it really, really, really came out a lot better than even I was anticipating when I was working on it. You just saw me working on the waterfall and the design of the trees there. And I feel like each time I jump into Photoshop, I kind of experiment with a new technique. And I recommend anybody who's using any program, whether you're using Photoshop or Corel or MS Paint, whatever it is that you decide to adopt as your go-to medium, just kind of go ballistic for a minute and just kind of have fun with it, especially if you have the options to layer, which is what I've been doing a whole bunch. If you've been keeping an eye on the lower right hand corner of the screen, layering allows you to influence different aspects of the drawing without fearing of scribbling or washing out other parts. But again, I hope that this was a worthy compensation for missing technically 2 weeks of Sketch Saturday. I know this is going to be going up on a Monday. I did record this on Saturday afternoon. It's just been a very, very hectic week, and I'm sure that many of you would be understanding, but don't come out with pitchforks if you're that. If Sketch Saturdays are the one highlight of your week, I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed looking at the art. I hope that you enjoyed hearing my monologue in hindsight. And if you can, please like, favorite, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. 60-something% of you aren't subscribed, so if you're watching these videos and you want to see more of them, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching.